Hi everyone. Uh, Welcome to this success factor introduction section. And coming to myself, I am Ragu. Got like 3.5 years of experience working on success factors, and prior to that, have 8 years of experience working on SAP, ABAP, HR ABAP, and worked as SAP compensation functional consultant. Guys, this is about myself, and you can always reach me at successfactortrainer@gmail.com or SAP HCM sftraining@gmail.com, or you can visit my website www.itlearningsolutions.com. Okay, and uh, uh, so let me continue with the demo session, guys. Okay, so here is the agenda for today's demo session, guys. We will be discussing in detail about like what is success factors, HCM system, and the history of success factors as a company and how SAP acquired them. And as success factors, a cloud-based system, we'll be talking about the cloud computing basics and the advantages, and those things we'll be talking about the cloud computing and the Bizx suite. Bizx suite is nothing but the different modules offered by success factors. It's called as a business execution suite. We'll talk about the different modules available in the business execution suite and the functionality of them. And at the same time, we'll be talking about technical architecture of success factors, which gives you like the what are the different layers of success factor system, and where the business logic goes, where the database logic goes. All those things we'll be talking about that in the technical architecture section. And the system architecture is like how many number of systems, if a client is interested in implementing success factors, how many number of systems that he is going to have, like instance processing system, any other system that he is required to maintain. So those things we'll be talking about or discussing in the systems architecture, guys. And at the same time, the deployment or adaptation options, like how different types of deployments currently happening around success factors. We'll be discussing about that, and then we'll be talking about the integration, like how you are going to integrate the different solutions offered by SAP or like any other vendors who are offering integration of success factor with the third-party applications or other applications. We'll be talking about that, and also we'll be discussing about the role of a SAP success factor consultant in the project implementations. Then I'll be giving you brief introduction to the certification process with respect to success factors and the career prospect. And later, if you have any question and answers, I'll address those things, guys. Okay. Okay. So, what is success factors? Success factors, prior to SAP acquired Success Factor was an independent company, and it was founded in 2001, guys, in the year 2001 by Lars Dalgaard and Aaron Au. And this independent company became public on the Nasdaq global market, and you can see like the stock symbol is SFSF, guys. Okay. And what happened like in 2009 and 2010, there are several vendors came up with the cloud solutions in the HCM space, guys. Like Oracle came up with the Oracle Fusion HCM cloud product. Workday, founded by the former CEO of PeopleSoft, and even like SAP too, in order to compete with them, SAP also came up with its own cloud solution called Business by Design, guys, to offer the solutions in the HCM space. But during that time in the cloud space, Workday was the competitor for SAP, and SAP lost most of its business or key executives, especially in the US, to Workday. Okay, SAP already, as I told you, SAP is already into cloud with their business by design solution in almost all the ERP modules. It's not only SAP HCM, but it is not so success with that particular cloud product, guys. So SAP came to the realization that they were not going to able to build out their on-demand line of business talent applications quick enough to capture a meaningful share of the growing SaaS or cloud market, because the other competitors were already there in the cloud HCM space. So SAP changed its strategy. Rather than like developing another product for the cloud solutions, right? It started looking for acquisitions, guys. So when it started looking for acquisitions on the same lines, SAP acquired SuccessFactors company, guys. That's the history of like why SAP acquired SuccessFactors company. Okay, and before the acquisition, as I told you, SuccessFactors itself is a different entity or a company, independent company, and is providing more of talent management solutions in the HCM space. Okay, and as it's an independent company, it's got its own customer base, and it was market leader in the talent management solutions suite, guys. But I'm emphasizing they were market leaders in the talent management suite, but they don't have a complete HCM suite. I mean, say they don't have a core HR which maintains your employee master data. Okay, that particular suite is missing with success factors, guys. So that's the brief history of success factors, guys. So when SAP acquired SuccessFactors in December 2011, guys. That is when SAP acquired SuccessFactors, and although the deal struck in December 2011, the acquisition completed in February 2012, guys. And SAP acquired SuccessFactors company for approximately 3.4 billion US dollars, guys. So the moment SAP acquired SuccessFactors company, SAP has a big plan to go for the cloud-based solutions and want to make SuccessFactors as a single solution for their HCM offerings, guys. And the roadmap of SAP with respect to their cloud SuccessFactors HCM suite, we'll be discussing that going forward, guys. Okay, and we all know that. So we all know that SAP got its HCM suite, the R3 HCM suite, which is a really good product. But when we talk about SAP R3 HCM suite, the screens doesn't look good. The screens are not like user friendly, and it is the R3 system is very costly to maintain. Where we need to do installation of R3 servers, we need to provide security. I mean, the customer needs to provide security. He need to take care of backup, and performance is a drawback. Customization in R3 is going to take considerable amount of time, guys. So these are the several disadvantages that has been seen around SAP R3 system. Okay, whereas SuccessFactors is a very user-friendly system and it is very easy to maintain. Okay, and as it is a SaaS based system, the performance of the system is like really good, and it's take very less time to customize the system as per the client needs, guys. Okay, these are like a few comparisons between SAP HCM and the SuccessFactors, guys. And as I told you, when SAP took over SuccessFactors company, SuccessFactors don't have a core HR solutions. And then SAP started developing the core HR offering, and the module is named as Employee Central. So which comprises of your PA, OM, ESS, MSS modules, along with now time management and payroll, guys. Okay, and there's a comparison between and the different the different offerings, different modules offered by SuccessFactors, guys. Okay, and one important thing is like going forward, SAP is not going to do any new client implementations for SAP HCM suite, guys. All the new implementations are going to happen on SAP SuccessFactors, guys. Remember this, all the new implementations are going to happen on SAP SuccessFactors. Okay, and you can ask me a question like, what about the customers who already implemented SAP HCM for their HCM solutions or HCM needs? Okay, the good thing is like the existing customers can move on to SAP SuccessFactors. They can start implementing like one module at a time independently. It's not required to migrate all the modules of their SAP R3 to SuccessFactors at a time. They can move one solution at a time, and SAP is also going to withdraw their support for their talent management solutions on the R3 system by 2020, guys. Okay. So as we are talking about SuccessFactors cloud-based system, okay, SuccessFactors cloud-based is nothing but a SaaS-based system, guys. SuccessFactors is a software as a service, which is called as a SaaS model system, guys. Okay, so before we look at SaaS, what is cloud computing? Just to put it in simple terms, guys, cloud computing is when the software or the servers are hosted remotely and accessed via network, like on internet. So the best example to code for your cloud computing system is the any email account, guys, like your Gmail or Yahoo or any other email account, where you can see just if you have internet connection, right, we can just log in to that server using our username and a password and access our email account. Okay, that is why cloud computing is the use of computing resources, I mean to say the hardware and the software, that are delivered to the users as a service over the internet. With cloud computing, users data resides with the cloud provider, whoever is the cloud provider. In the case of like an email, like say if you talk about Gmail, right, Google is the one which is going to host the data or store the data on their servers. Okay, and essentially cloud is a platform to provide services, and to avail the services, the customers needs to pay subscription fees to the service provider, guys. Okay, and all these SaaS based systems are multi-tenant, which means that many instances of the software are accessed and are on the same application version. Okay, and the users have the customers has the flexibility which features and functionality to use in the standard solution and in the regular release that are introduced by the vendor. Okay, and you can ask me like what is this multi-tenant and how it is important for success factors. Usually there are in the SaaS based application there are two type of applications, guys. One is single tenancy and another is multi-tenancy. Single tenancy is nothing but the users of the cloud application has their own instance of database. I mean to say a particular customer will have their own instance of database and the application. Okay, both the database and the application are hosted on the cloud. Customers of the single tenancy have the benefit of having a customized solution, and they have, as they are going to have the database and the application hosted, right, they have the enhanced security, guys. Whereas in the case of multi-tenants, there are multiple customers have access to the same application and to the database or their servers, but the service provider is going to provide proper security and authorizations so that the users of one customer are restricted to view their own data. Okay, so that's the difference, guys, where in the case of multi-tenancy, you will be sharing the resources. Say a client implemented or a customer, say company Amazon implemented success factors, and at the same time company like say Flipkart implemented success factors. So this customer Amazon will be using the same resources, and the customer Flipkart is also going to use the same resources, but they are totally segregated. Each entity is called as a tenant here. They will be using the same resources, but the Amazon people cannot view the data of Flipkart, and Flipkart is the same thing. They cannot view the data or the application customization that has been done by Amazon. guys. So that's how the security is going to be provided in the multi-tenancy. Okay, any questions guys so far? Okay, yeah, if you don't have any questions, so when we talk about the SaaS based applications, there are several advantages that we do see with the SaaS based applications. As the service provider is going to provide regular releases, these releases are going to be automatically available for the customers guys. We don't need to do an upgrade from the customer perspective. Okay, and the latest version of the software is used across all the customers. As we are talking about the SaaS based application of the cloud systems, the customer is not going to install the hardware or provide or maintain the licenses, or he's not going to take care of the security or the backup aspects guys. So the advantage is like we are not going to, the customer is not going to install any hardware. You can reduce that cost towards the buying the hardware and providing the backup and security for that. And the performance of this all the SaaS based applications is really good, and it is very stable application guys. Yeah, and the SaaS based application is more manageable and efficient support is going to be provided by the software or the cloud providers guys. And we have complete security of data as well guys. And as we are talking about the security, right, SAP SuccessFactors security is like the data is completely secure. The data is encrypted using 256-bit encryption algorithm, and they are certified with several certification agencies across the globe guys. Okay, and their data centers are SAP SuccessFactors data centers are like bulletproof, and they do have like closed circuit cameras, which is accessed with the card key biometric and ID badge systems only guys. So when we talk about the security standards, right, these the building standards, the data center standards are marked by I remember like ANSI, TIA, EIA 942 tier 3 guys. Okay, and that is how they are providing security for their data centers guys. Okay, coming to the different solutions offered by SuccessFactors to its customers, and all these solutions bundled together is called as a business execution suite or Bizx suite guys. Okay, the Bizx suite covers your HCM, I mean the core HR needs. You can see here the core HR solutions and the talent management solutions. Okay, I mean say, oh, just a second guys, the core HR solutions, the talent management solutions, analytics part, workforce analytics and the planning, and the social collaboration tool. Okay, these are the key components of your business execution suite guys. Basically the suite contains your employee central module, performance and goals, compensation, recruiting module, and your learning solutions, LMS, succession management, recruiting, onboarding, and workforce analytics, workforce planning, and SAP JAM. We'll discuss in detail about all these different modules offered under these 4 different solution verticals guys. Okay, let me clear this. Just a second guys. Okay, sorry about that guys. Okay, so this is the pictorial representation of your business execution. So you can see here the employee central is the core module which maintains your employees master data and their time details, and in cases their benefits and their payroll information, guys. And on top of that, you can see here the goals and performance, basically the talent management needs, analytics, and the social at the SAP JAM module here. Okay. And here you can see the roadmap of SAP with respect to their HCM solutions, the cloud-based HCM solutions called as SuccessFactors, guys. And you see here, when you look at this particular module or this particular, excuse me, guys, when you look at this particular slide, see, the modules which has been marked in this light gray color are the go forward solutions or go forward modules offered by SuccessFactors for their HCM needs, guys. Okay, and you see here on the on-premise, which is their SAP R3 systems, the go forward solution is for performance and goals, compensation, succession, recruiting, learning, the social needs, workforce planning. You see, it's a cloud-based, the SuccessFactors, their cloud-based system is a go forward solution. And SAP has been very clear about their future roadmap, and you see here the future roadmap is with respect to SuccessFactors, guys. Okay, and one more thing, let me add here. These components which has been marked in this gray color are the one where SAP is going to invest their money and innovate those modules going forward, guys. And the components not planned to be innovated, which means that their SAP R3 performance goals, compensation, succession, recruiting, learning, okay, social workforce planning will still be supported till 2020 only, guys. Okay, and as I briefly told you about the different modules available under business execution suite of SAP SuccessFactors, let me discuss in more detail about each of these modules under the business execution suite, the performance and goals. The performance and goals of SuccessFactors module helps to communicate the goal strategy to the employees in the organization. It helps to create meaningful individual goals across the organization, and it helps executives to monitor or the managers to monitor the goal progress in real time. With that, it helps them to reward, measure, I mean say evaluate the employee performance to the, and also it helps to tie the employee performance to the business results of the organization. Okay, and there are several tools offered by SuccessFactors in this performance and goal management module, like goal library, writing assistant, stack ranker, team rater. So these are the different tools offered by SuccessFactors. Let me log into the system and show you guys rather than just talking about here. Give me a second, guys. Okay. And here you can see I logged into SuccessFactor instance, and what I'm going to do is, like, if I go to the admin center, being an administrator SuccessFactor consultant, you will be doing most all your customization with respect to SuccessFactors from this particular admin center page or admin tools page. As you can see, you'll be doing pretty much the customization around your goal management from this particular place. You see here goal import, goal execution setting, goal management features, your templates, how you are going to manage your goal plan templates in your organization. All those things is going to happen from this particular place, guys. Okay, and coming to the compensation, the another module of your success factor or the business execution suite is your compensation management or compensation, as you can see here. So the compensation module will help to, at the large expense for most companies, most of the solutions lack integration of compensation with the goals and performance. And here in the case of success factors, you have like a pretty tight integration between your goals and performance and the compensation module, guys. So with goals and performance management module, to bring the required data to your compensation and to the compensation administration and line managers, it's pretty tightly integrated. So the compensation reviewers or the compensation managers will take precise decision or quick decision what they're related to their employees compensation, guys. And success factors offers multiple compensation components. Like when we talk about multiple compensation components, they are like salary, stock, bonus, lump sum payment options, okay, and provisioning budget calculations for salary hikes, or the bonus payments or the lump sum payments to the employees. Okay, and it also provides success factor compensation module also provides flexible to write guidelines eligible to rules for their employees, the proration and the generation and to generate compensation statements for their employees. All these things can be handled from the compensation module of the compensation solution offered by success factors, guys. Will not be deep diving into the configuration in this session itself, but the training sessions will help you to do that particular thing as the configuration of each and every module and each and every topic of this particular module, guys. Okay, so let's move on to the another module of your Bizx suite, which is nothing but the succession and development module. This module, succession module, mainly deals with the anticipating and planning of your staff changes required for the organization, guys. And it helps to make sure that you have the ready talent available at all the levels of your organization. It also helps align learning activities with the competency gap to make sure that your workforce for the current and the future needs, guys. Okay, let me go back to the admin center. Okay, and here you can see the succession and the development. All the required configuration is going to be maintained from this particular your org configuration section settings. Everything is going to be done from this particular place, guys. And the another module in your Bizx suite or module offered by SuccessFactors is recruiting. So the recruiting module helps to identify successful profiles, also help recruiters to identify qualified internal talent availability in the organization. Okay, it also the success factor recruiting module also help provides a one-page interface involving everyone in the hiring process as a hiring team effort, guys. So that particular one page that I'm talking about makes the recruiting process very transparent in the organization, guys. You see here different configuration that you are required to maintain for your recruiting module success factor is going to be done from this particular admin center recruiting configuration page, guys. Okay, and your SAP JAM is nothing but this is formally known as SAP. It's called, this model is acquired from SuccessFactors JAM, guys, and it's now being offered as SAP SuccessFactors HCM suite. Okay, it helps to do your social collaboration platform, and it enhances communication, sharing, onboarding process of new employees, collaboration across all the employees of an organization. Okay, it's pretty much like it incorporates your social media functionalities like Twitter, Facebook, your Google Plus. Okay, so all these things can be done using a SAP JAM module, guys. Okay, and your workforce analytics and reporting, your analytics module. And if you see here, your workforce analytics module will help, or I would say this workforce analytics module is similar to the BW system. If you talk about SAP, right? SAP BW system where reporting is being carried out. Okay, and workforce analytics module of SuccessFactors offers a wide range of standard reports, and it also helps you to build custom reports which are in line with the SuccessFactors HCM process. And the predictive analysis, the predictive analytics are also offered by your SAP SuccessFactors Workforce Analytics module, guys. Excuse me, sorry. And your in the analytics module, if you see analytics solution, you have one more module called as workforce planning, guys. The workforce planning module helps to build on the analytical data to provide customers with the ability to identify their current and projected workforce needs in advance, guys. Okay, it also has a feature called as what if modeling capabilities to identify the financial impact of the different workforce scenarios in the organization, so that the executives can take proper decision of their plan. They can plan to forecast their company growth, cost, and the skill gaps based on the current and the previous data in your SAP SuccessFactors system, guys. Okay, and coming to the another important module of your success factors is the employee central or the core HR module, guys. Okay, and showing you the different things here. Recruiting, we'll talk about these things, we spoke about that. Planning, employee central. Okay, your employee central is the next generation core HCM system, and this module covers the functionality such as your same as like whatever the SAP R3 is providing with respect to your core HR needs, right? The personal management, organizational management, employee self-service, manager self-service, ESS, MSS, time off functionality, and payroll functionality, guys. Okay, it also offers your organization chart building or customization. Okay, so your Employee Central, as I told you, is a core HR module, which is a storehouse of master data for all the employees. And the SuccessFactors ECP also localized for 73 countries and available in 39 languages, guys. And the Employee Central module is fully configurable using the business rules, workflows. Let me talk about manage organization pay and job structure. So this is the main administrative option we use to customize the employee central module, guys, where we can go ahead and build your custom objects, standard objects, and the metadata framework objects. You can see here your all these different components, your legal entity, everything is going to be built from this particular manage organization pay and job structures, guys. And it has an extensionable platform called as MDF. I'll talk about this MDF in a minute, guys. Metadata framework, which helps to configure and extend the application without writing any coding, guys, without using any coding capabilities. It's all click and develop aspect, guys. And Employee Central module also got a feature called as mass changes, which efficiently execute changes of large number of employees record at a time, guys. And it helps to integrate. Employee Central module provides integration capabilities, whether it's talking about integration of Employee Central with other modules, which is tightly integrated, and it also helps to integrate SuccessFactors system with the third-party applications as well, guys. Okay, and Employee Central module, as I mentioned earlier, Employee Central module is the one which SAP started developing after they took over SuccessFactors company, guys. When SAP took over SuccessFactors, there is no module called as Employee Central. Okay, And as SAP took over that's they started developing this core HR solution, and they named this module as Employee Central, guys. And basically, Employee Central handles the process of uh, the HR process, like hire to retire, your organization management, your employees changes and transfers, the position management, and the options management, the timesheets, their global benefits, and the reporting, compliance, and audit. These are the different capabilities or the different solutions or needs offered by your Employee Central module, guys. And to talk about the different sorts of data models that are available, because your Employee Central module is built on different data models. Because data models is nothing but the core objects which help you to maintain your Employee Central system, nothing but to maintain your organization structure, your employees data. They have different data models called as foundation, the country specific data models, and the foundation data, guys. So to name or to categorize these data models, your organization data is going to be structured using the corporate data model and the country specific corporate data model, and whereas your employees data is going to be maintained, or the objects to maintain your employee data is going to be provided by your succession data model. This you have succession data model, you have country specific succession data model, and on top of your data models, as I told you, corporate data model, let me put it on a notepad, guys, sorry, so it will be very clear. So you have corporate data model and country specific corporate data model, and you have succession data model for the employees data, and you have country specific succession data model, and on top of this you have other things which will help you to workflow data model, workflow rules data model, event reason derivation data model. These are the important data models that are available with respect to your and event reason derivation, and you have propagation rules data model. These are different data models available with respect to your success factors. And again, as I told you, these data models will help you to maintain your organization management and your employee data. These are the objects which will help you to maintain that data in your success factor system, guys. Okay, and your corporate data model and the country specific corporate data model will help you to maintain your foundation data. Nothing but the foundation data with respect to success factors is called as like your organization structure, like your legal entity, business unit, your department, division, location. Okay, and the foundation data is also help you to maintain your pay structure objects. Usually it's the different categories under the pay group, your pay range, pay grade, pay component, and the pay frequency. These are going to be maintained using the foundation data or the objects available under your corporate data model, in the country specific corporate data model, guys. And coming to your job structures, your job function is going to be maintained by this thing, and your job classification is going to be maintained by using these objects provided by your foundation data, guys. Usually, like in any organization, you have a top entity, legal entity, and you have business units under that, and under the business you have a couple of divisions and departments under your divisions, right? All these things is going to be maintained using the foundation data concept of success factors, guys. Okay, and I spoke about workflows as well, right? The workflow success factor employee central provides the a framework which is called as workflows for, and it helps. It's like from a user interface perspective itself, you can maintain your workflows. Hey, when this particular event happened, go ahead and fire this action is going to be taken care, or you can do such kind of configuration using the workflow concept of SuccessFactors Employee Central module, guys, where you can submit records for approvals, and you can add CC roles, you can add contributors to that particular thing where you can categorize them, or you can group your approvers or the contributors or CC roles using a role or a dynamic role or to a person or to an external email as well, guys. Okay, and the other thing I spoke to you, an important thing when I'm talking about employee central model is metadata framework. So initially we don't have this concept of metadata framework when employee central model started, but later SAP came up with this platform, metadata framework platform, which is a user interface based configuration and extension framework that helps you to create, modify, maintain, and deletion of your custom objects, which is called as custom metadata objects within your SuccessFactors system, guys. So any custom object can be built using your metadata framework concept, guys, or the framework. Without writing, it doesn't need any coding with your metadata framework, guys. Okay, and initially they started all these things, the corporate data model, using the data model concept, but later they migrated couple of objects like your legal entity, business unit into your metadata framework, which is called as a generic objects, guys. Okay, we'll deep dive with respect to those things in our future sessions, but that's the concept. These are different aspects available in your employee central module, guys. Okay. And these are I'm not just following these slides, guys, but I'm just giving you more information with respect to the employee central module. Okay, anyhow, I'm going to share this PPT with you after this session, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay, coming to another module of your success factor system, which is learning management system, LMS module. So the LMS module will help you to develop a comprehensive learning strategy with a complete learning management solutions, help you to manage, develop, and deploy the instructor-led and the formal and social online training. Okay, so there is a unique concept with respect to your employee central, your LMS module called as content as a service. So this content as a service solution eliminates the need to manage the infrastructure, bandwidth, and the delivery, security, and updates for all your e-learning programs. That solution will take care of all those things, guys. And this will help you to enable social learning of your organization using the content, guys. And if you are an LMS administrator, right? Being an LMS administrator, you will end up in managing the user assignments, scheduling and enrolling of your learning activities, your resource management, online content management, online testing and evaluation, training record keeping, your cost tracking, excuse me, sorry about that, your cost tracking and revenue recognition, competency management are going to be managed by the LMS administrator, guys. And if you talk about LMS, you can see here the learning module, all your configurations, your learning admission is going to happen from this particular place, guys. And another thing is like your Bizx Mobile. You see here the Bizx Mobile. So this Bizx Mobile provides employees of the organization to perform a number of activities from their smartphones or their tablet devices itself, guys. And Bizx Mobile is supported on iPhone, iPad, BlackBerry, and your Android devices. And it also provides the functionality to view your notifications in the SuccessFactors system. It will display the organization chart, manage recruiting requisitions, manage learning activities. It helps you to request time off from your mobile itself, and it helps you to perform SAP JAM operation, nothing but the social collaboration. And it helps the managers to receive relevant information of their workforce, and you can access your analytics as well with respect to the using the Bizx Mobile application, guys. Okay, so these are the different offerings, the different modules offered by your SuccessFactors under the business execution suite, guys. And coming to the admin center, I'm talking about more of these different modules under this admin center, right? But this admin center, you can see here, the admin center is the centralized access point for a wide range of your administrative features. Any configuration that you are going to do is going to be done from this admin center place. Any application customization with respect to SuccessFactors is going to start from this admin center page, guys. Okay, from this admin center page, we can monitor the overall system health and manage the third-party integrations. Everything is going to your manage of your employees is also going to you are going to maintain your employee data. You can see employee export, employee import. Everything is going to be done from this particular place, guys. Okay, and as I told you, it's a universal feature which will be available for any administrator, irrespective of which module that they're going to customize. The access to admin center is going to be provided to them, guys. And when talking about this admin center, there are two versions of this admin tool or admin center, guys. And to give you an information, it's called as admin tools. There are two versions. The old version is called as a one admin, and the new version is called as a next gen admin tool, guys. So these both versions have the standard admin functionality where you can access all the administrative tools, administration favorites. I'm going to talk about the favorites. You can see you can mark a particular option as your favorite option. Okay, you see here you can store your favorite actions here like this. Okay, whereas when compared, the little bit difference with the new version is based on the SAP Ferrari framework, and it provides a more modern user experience, and it has little bit additional functionality such as where the performance metrics and the new integration tools are available with the next gen admin tools. And you can see right now what are the user interface, the admin center that we are seeing is the one admin user interface, guys. If you want to switch to your next gen admin center, you can see here, you can click on this next gen admin center, you will be landed to the next gen admin tools, guys. Okay, and this next gen admin tool was introduced in the, I remember, like in 2015 Q2, guys. Yes, in 2015 Q2, and you can see here, this is the user interface of your next gen admin center, and you can go and you see here, you can see all the status, the job schedule status, your page views, all those things, and you have like a pretty good, if it's your reports, you can access all of them here. And if you want to search for any administrators, let's say if you want to import your goals, you can keep typing all those things, you can find these import goals here, your beta goal import, all the administrative features that match this keyword import is going to be available from this particular place, guys. And if you want to see all, you can see all of them here itself, guys. It's nothing but the different way of representing your administrative options in this next gen admin center, guys. If you want to go back to your one admin administrative tools, click on the switch back to one admin, and you will be launched on the one admin tools, guys. Any questions, guys? Okay, so moving on to our agenda here. Admin tools, the next year admin tools. Okay, your the SuccessFactors technical architecture, guys. So when you're talking about SuccessFactors technical architecture, one of the fundamental differences in architecture between your SAP ERP HCM suite, the R3 suite, and the SuccessFactors is that SAP SuccessFactors HCM suite is a multi-tenancy platform, where I mentioned that the multi-tenant is the use of a single instance of software on a single database for all the customers, where there are multiple sets of configuration called as tenants are available, and each tenant is dedicated for a particular customer. Okay, and you can see, excuse me, and your success factors application landscape architecture runs similar to many other web-based applications, where there is a core application database which sits on in the success factor data centers, and then there is a client-side web browser that consumes the application from the data center. Okay, and you have the data center which is representing your database, and the application layer which does your configuration, all those things, and the user, the client interface, the user UI, the browser. So we have three components where you have database, application, and the client or the customer user interface, guys. And when we talk about SuccessFactors HCM suite, the SuccessFactors HCM suite is built on Java, and it also uses J2EE framework. Okay, and it is accessed by the end user dynamically, and it uses SSL encryption technology, guys. And SuccessFactors is a stated application, meaning that each request is independent, is an independent transaction which doesn't hold the data of your previous navigation or your future navigation, and each transaction is independent and discrete, guys. And it also helps this transaction, this discrete transaction, the stated application will also help in the performance, the good performance of your success factor system, guys. And a couple of interviews I have seen, like where people were asking like what type of application that your success factor system, like I mean to say the stateless application, guys, and they'll ask you like what are the advantages of your stateless application as well, guys. Remember that. Okay, as I told you, it's a three-layer architecture where your database resides in the data center, and your application layer is going to handle all your metadata configurations, and the communication or the user interface layer is the one that which will the client base, the client where the users are going to access the system using the communication layer or the customer layer, guys. Okay, and coming to your systems architecture, I talk about the technical, the application architecture of your success factors, where there is another thing called as systems architecture, guys. The systems architecture is nothing but what are the different systems that you are going to use during your success factors implementation for a client. And there are two systems, guys. One is the instance and there is a provision system. So when we talk about the provisioning system, let me talk about the provisioning system first, guys, then I will jump on to the instance. The provisioning is your backend system, guys, where we are going to activate the different switches for the modules for the customers, guys. I'm going to say that the modules activation is going to happen in the provisioning system, guys. So the XML files are uploaded or imported into the provisioning, and the session timeouts, the integration configurations, like when you are integrating with your Dell Boomi, and your IP restrictions, where the employees can log in from which IP ranges your single sign-on settings is going to done or is going to be configured in your provisioning system, guys. And generally this provisioning system is a one-time activity. The configuration of that is going to happen, or the activation of modules is going to happen as a one-time activity, and they don't need to be required to change again and again very frequently, guys. Okay, initially only the professional services certified consultant are given access to the provisioning system, and they are going to do this configuration in the provisioning system, guys. And it's not like initially when we started the provisioning system access is going, the provisioning access is going to be given to the professional services certified consultant, but now the associate level certified consultants are also getting access based on the client request is going to be provided to the associate certified consultant for the provisioning access to the customer provisioning system, guys. Okay, let me show you the how the provisioning system looks like this. Give me a second. And here you can see this is how your provisioning system looks like, guys, and you can see the different settings. If you go to your employee just see, if you're interested in doing some configuration around your compensation, you can do your compensation configuration. Okay, and if you want to do settings with respect to your recruiting model, you can see here your recruiting model configurations, and you have another thing called as company settings. One second, guys. And you can see here any configuration related to your, like say, if you're talking about employee central configuration, and say if you keep searching with your employee central, you can see the activation of the different features of your specific module is available. Like just activation of those things as per your client needs, guys. Okay, and so these are going to happen in your provisioning system, guys. Okay, and the other system that I spoke to you is the front end, the instance, guys. So instance is the front end tool that helps to customize several modules of your success factors. It helps to manage employee data, and it helps to manage all the administrative activities that are going to happen in your organization with respect to success factor system, guys. And let me tell you one thing, guys. Initially when we started doing success factor implementation, right, whatever the functionality that is existing, the data models, all those things that goes into your provisioning system is now available in your instance itself, guys. So which means that slowly SAP is moving all the functionality from the provisioning to the instance, guys. So so that majority of the configuration is going to be done in the instance right now. Even like you can see when we talk about 3 years back and now, majority of the functionality which we used to do in provisioning system is now being handled in the instance itself, guys. Okay, and move on to the next topic. Your the deployment or the adoption options that are available with respect to your success factor implementations. When any particular client implementing success factor system, so how what are different possible scenarios that might be available to the client is like, see, you can see here, one is the talent hybrid, which means that their talent management solutions are going to be implemented on the cloud success factor system, whereas their core HR, your PA, OM, ESS, MSS are going to payroll your time, everything is going to be running on the SAP ER3 or R3 system, which is a on-premise system, guys. So another is the full cloud HCM system. So where your talent management solutions, your core HR, is going to be, everything is going to be implemented on the cloud success factor system, guys. Okay, and there is another implementation or the deployment type which is called as a side-by-side HCM, guys, where you see here pretty much the talent management solutions are going to be implemented on SuccessFactors cloud system, and their HR, the core HR needs of the subsidiaries companies or the business units are going to be implemented on the cloud, but whereas the still the headquarters of the company is going to maintain their employees master data, everything is in the or their payroll time on the on-premise R3 system, guys. Okay, so that's how these are the different variations available with respect to the success factor implementation to the customers, guys. And when we talk about SuccessFactors cloud system, as the software release is going to be controlled by the service provider, in this case SAP SuccessFactors, usually SAP SuccessFactors releases four releases in 1 year, guys. 4 major releases in 1 year, and their release cycle is pretty much like is known, where you can see they have one release in the month of February, and another release in the month of May, and another release in the month of August, sorry guys, excuse me, and another release in the month of November. Okay, and the current version or the current release of their software, you can see here, if you go to the SuccessFactors instance and if you click on their show version, you see here B1702. So that's their current version, guys, B1702, where B1702, you can read this like this, guys. B stands for Bill and 17 stands for year 2017 and O2 stands for February. Okay, and you see here this particular slide gives you complete picture, like see the release type. Major release is quarterly once. Okay, and the patch update, if at all there are any patches, this is going to happen every week, guys. And if there are any hot fixes, I mean to say any production stopping issues, are going to be like unscheduled, and it will be done on need basis, guys. No one will be intimidated about that. And all these upgrades, whatever we are talking about, the major releases upgrade, patch upgrade, is going to be done seamlessly, guys. They don't see any downtime with respect to the system. And as I talk, if you categorize major release, right, it contains the new features, new functionality released by SuccessFactors, and they are all non-disruptive, which means that they are all completely backward compatible. And this major release upgrade up to the client system is going to happen on Saturday, Sunday mornings of US time, guys. And this patch updates is usually on Thursday night, and as I told you again, it's a US time, and they're all non-disruptive. And these hot fixes, there's no certain agreed timeline, guys. Okay, this is the release strategy or the release approach of SAP SuccessFactors, guys. And more excuse me. Okay, moving on to the integration. So we talk about the deployment option, and moving on to the, and let me, as we are talking about the release, let me bring you an important point, guys. So when we're talking about the implementation or deployment options, right, the release or the implementation time or the implementation duration for SuccessFactors, I told you, is very less when compared to SAP R3. The typical timelines look like this, guys. Usually it will take around 14 to 16 weeks to implement your talent management, like PM, GM, your 360 degrees review, your calibration modules, your talent management, pure talent management. And if you talk about implementing modules like your compensation, recruiting, analytics, LMS, right? This will take around more than 18 weeks, guys. And when we talk about including your employee central, recruiting, and where you will pay all these things, right, it will take more than 26 weeks, guys. This is the typical or the timelines provided by SAP with respect to their models implementation. I mean, it depends on the again the organization, like how big is the organization where you are implementing, how many number of subsidiaries it got. But these are the usual timelines with respect to SuccessFactors different models implementation, guys. Okay, coming to the integration of integration solutions for your SuccessFactors system. So when you talk about integration, right, there are I I categorize this integration as two different things. There are integration solutions offered by SAP with respect to SuccessFactors integration, and there are other solutions other than SAP solutions to integrate SuccessFactors with third-party systems, guys. So here in this particular slide, you can see the solutions offered by SAP, and there is another solution you can also see here, the option 3, which is the solution not offered by SAP, guys. I'll talk about these things in a minute. You can see here, and apart from these option 1, option 2, and option 3, there is another integration. I don't see it like a full-fledged integration. It's called as like a manual integration or FTP based integration, and typically this is used when you have like a SAP R3 system and you have SuccessFactors, right? You use, in order to exchange the data between the SAP R3 and SuccessFactors, right? You can use file-based integration, guys, where you can export file from SAP R3 system, and you can load that into SuccessFactors, and SuccessFactors can export files out of SuccessFactors system, and that can be consumed by SAP R3 system, guys. Okay, that's a manual integration process where it's not complete manual, I would say, where you can go ahead and schedule your jobs to export files from SAP R3, and you can that can be consumed by your SuccessFactors jobs, and vice versa, guys. And the other option is the option 2. You can also integrate your SuccessFactors suite with SAP ERP or third-party systems using SAP NetWeaver PI. It's called as a PO, process orchestration now, guys, where it will provide real-time integration between your SuccessFactors and SAP R3 or your other third-party systems. And another solution offered by SAP with respect to integration is HANA-based HCI, HANA Cloud Integration, guys. Okay, and the other solution available are predominantly majority of the clients using Dell Boomi as their integration tool to integrate SuccessFactors, guys. And one of the reason is like the license associated with the Dell Boomi is like it's going to be available with the SuccessFactors suite itself, guys. You don't need to pay, you don't need to buy the Dell Boomi license apart from your SuccessFactors, guys. It is inherited in that license. Okay, and your Dell Boomi or any if you talk about any of this SAP NetWeaver PO or HANA Cloud based integration or Dell Boomi, they are all capable of like real-time integration tools which have like a sophisticated workflows, and all these three you don't need to do any coding, guys. You can just do your integration using your drag and drop capabilities, and you can transform your data as per your requirements, and you can model complex business logic in your integration tools. You can perform different checks in integration tools. You can validate the data, and you can implement your decision handling logic, and you can create event-based integration mechanics. You can cleanse your data, and you can build connectors between the different systems using these integration tools, guys. Okay, and this is more specific to your Dell Boomi cloud integration tool, guys. And move on to the as I'm talking about different aspects, let me give you some brief understanding or brief details about your SuccessFactors certification, guys. And for your information, certification with respect to SuccessFactors is very important, guys. If you want to start your career in SuccessFactors, right, I strongly recommend you to take at least one certification, associate level certification in any one of the module of SuccessFactors, guys. And the certification, the good thing with SuccessFactors certification is like you need to register at certification hub, guys. You can see here you have to register with SAP certification hub in order to take your certification, guys. And the good thing is like once you take certification, the certification hub registration, right, you can take 6 different modules, okay, certification using the subscription, and the subscription is valid for 1 year, guys. And these are the different versions. And let me check, the employee central is 1611, guys. Okay, this is a D. Okay, Delta certification, guys. You can see here these are the current versions of certifications, and for your information, in the during the first week of April, April first week, all these certifications are going to be moved to the new version, guys, which is 1702. Right now it is 1611, which is nothing but the November release of 2016, last year, guys. That's the current certification version that's being offered by SuccessFactors. Okay, any questions, guys? Okay, yeah, that's correct, guys. You can take, here is the question, guys. They are asking like how many number of attempts for each module. It's 3 attempts, guys. You have to clear your module certification within 3 attempts, guys. And yes, you have delta requirements as well. So once you take your full certification, associate level certification, there is a compulsion, you have to give your delta certification as well. Okay. And coming to the training that I am offering is like, these are different modules that are covered by. It covers introduction to mastery, which will give you like a basic understanding of the platform capabilities and the different configuration that will be handled in your success factors irrespective of the model. The configurations which are specific or which are common across the different modules, right? Those things are going to be discussed in your introduction to mastery, guys. And the goal management module, which will talk about the goals, the employee goals, how you are going to set that, how you are going to integrate your roadmap. All those things is going to be, all those configuration is going to be discussed, and configuration is going to be done on the system. The performance management, the compensation, workforce analytics, Bizx Mobile, employee central, time and payroll, Dell Boomi integration. Also, we do like Dell Boomi integration with SuccessFactors, guys, and we do provide in SuccessFactors instance access as well. So these are the different offerings that I do, guys, and at the same time I'll be providing you the complete documentation, your implementation guides, administration guides, your user guides, and the course material offered by SAP to there. If you go and register for the course, right, with with the SAP SuccessFactors, that course material, the THR materials, THR 81 or THR 80, all those materials is going to be provided by me, and your configuration workbooks. Configuration workbooks are nothing but, before you do configuration, actual configuration on the system, right, you maintain the configuration details, like what you are going to do in the system using the spreadsheets called as configuration workbooks with respect to SuccessFactors, guys. Your project kickoff documents, the project implementation checklist, implementation methodology, the latest data models, the configuration XMLs, and also I do provide certification question and answers as a part of this training, guys. Okay, that's all from my side, guys. You can always reach me at successfactortraining@gmail.com, at SAP HCM sftraining@gmail.com, or you can also look at my website www.itlearningsolutions.com, guys. Okay, if you need any project details or like in-depth explanation about any specific project or a particular topic, right, please don't hesitate to reach me out, guys. Okay, and you can also ring me at on my mobile, which is my mobile, guys. Okay, that's all from my side, guys. If you have any questions, you can also contact me at a later point of time as well. Thanks, guys. Thanks for attending this initial demo session of the training session, and hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys.